Okay, welcome everybody. So we are descending.
Folks from the flight deck, we've started our descent. Should have you on the ground in about 15 minutes. Want to thank you so much for your company and business, and hope to see you again with us sometime very soon.
Okay, we started our descent already. Now I'm gonna go again. Descent much more to 20,000. We are coming on a bit quick and fast, so we need to start making the descent appropriate, should I call it. I'll go actually to 10,000 feet before back zone.
Heading bug, adjust track. Set.
Alright, so that's okay. Now the descent started already. I leave it like that. So as we were, let me go back a bit. Beautiful, beautiful. Clean. Where's the sun? Is there? Okay, the sun looks like Dublin sun today. Alright, so as I was saying with regard to auto-landing, auto-landing is it's a complex procedure but very simple. When I say complex procedure, you need many stuff to go on your side. Okay, for example, in order for to perform auto-landing, the airport force have to declare a low visibility operation, LVO. Low visibility operation, you will get that from 80s. When you listen to the 80s before you before you come to the airport, you have it. So here we have the 80s here for Dublin 80s, which is 124.53. So in a minute now it's not start talking to us. And then you need to have the runway lighting. The appropriate runway lighting has to be correct. Beside the appropriate runway lighting, you also need to have the flight crew. The flight crew need to have an appropriate training for Cat III auto landing. The aircraft also have to be certified for Cat III landing, which is here. Yeah. So in order to have to do auto
Heading bug, adjust track.
In order to do the auto landing, both navigation display needs to have the ILS tuned in, and also before 800 feet you need to have this second autopilot on. With regard to the first officer will, what if we just change here? The first officer will be looking into this flight, the primary display and the navigation display, to see if everything is in path and correct, in a correct manner. When it comes to the captain will look outside for the lightings. Okay, so as you can see already, there's few things that needs to be done. We have also few stuff where we have passive failures and so on. You know, if you are before 800 feet, you have one of the autopilots not engaged, you have to go around, unfortunate. Okay, so this is just the way it is for the auto landing. Okay, so now from here everything is set, and I need to descend. So what I'm doing now is basically I'm coming out to back zero, but I'm not descending as I wish to descend. Okay, so I will catch you guys later before I establish on an ILS approach for runway 28 for Dublin. Okay. Alright, welcome again, welcome everybody. So welcome to the last portion of this flight. As you can see, we have no vision outside. This is done on purpose for the auto landing. Right now, if you look outside, that's okay. This is the moment you have to pay attention to everything. The difficult part of the flying is takeoff and landing. This is an auto landing and I have completed the checklist. So let me go again. Okay, everything's fine. With regard to the auto landing, like I was saying earlier, you need to have the appropriate crew training for this. First, when you got your commercial pilot license, you only get the Cat 1. So you need to train for Cat 2 and Cat 3 auto landings. Cat 3 is consists of Alpha, Bravo and Sierra. Cat 1 is 200 feet, then it go down to 50 feet. 50 feet is Cat 3, and that's why I have set here a region for 50 feet. Flat 40, 155 knots. We haven't captured the ILS yet, which is what I'm waiting for. What I'm waiting for is here the lateral guidance and the vertical guidance. Okay. We need to be a lot more by 3,000 feet, so we're doing that. As you can see, we're quite right next to the airport. Dublin just right there. What else I wanted to do for runway 28? As you can see, so we're coming up to Lapmore here, so we have to intercept the run the ILS for runway 28 at 3,000 feet. So that's the 3,000 feet here. Okay, and we have to be maximum 220 knots or fly level and minimum altitude at 3,000 feet. So we already at 3,000 feet. That's okay. The decision altitude here is 50 feet. Minimum decision altitude feet of the distance of 6.2 nautical miles is here. When you are 2,000 feet, it decreases to 3.9. Okay. So now I'm getting ready to capture the ILS at 3,000 feet. Once you capture the ILS, the diamond here approaches the view or localizer. It's not captured yet, give it a moment. Remember, we are 3,000 feet, and also once we capture the vertical speed and so the vertical guidance will start descending. Bang, it captured. See, now here I wait for the ILS to be captured, which is the ILS is coming on. Now we are straight in for runway 28, but we are not descending yet. So again, go down to flap 25. This is a straight in. Once you understand, it's not really complicated as long as you understand what needs to be done. Now they're both captured, and I'm going to put the gear down. Gear is coming down. Yeah, there you go. Now as you look at this one, the ILS is coming down. Once you reach here, I'm gonna start descending. Bear in a moment. Bang. See, now I'm descending. So the second autopilot unit can be on. Now the two autopilot is on to make auto landing. Two of them needs to be on. Now as a captain, all I have to focus now is outside for the light, the runway light. Remember, the runway light has to be certified. So
2500.
That's okay. We're going down. Remember, we are flap 4055. Flap 4055. We're going down. I look at the now we're all locked in for the two autopilots are locked in. If you look outside, we can't see nothing. This is an auto landing procedure. Now it's a single channel. It should say land 3 in a moment. If you have a passive failure here, you have to go around, which means you won't be able to land. (1,500 feet) coming down. 4 nautical miles from the runway. Touch zone. You see, now you have land 3. Now you should have flare here. This is all good. Land 3 meaning you are going to have an auto landing, and you should have an auto flare. Once you hit 50 feet, 30 feet, 20, 10, it will auto land itself.
1000.
Checked, both checked. 1000, counting down. Land 3, this is good.
A/P disengage, yoke button.
Sometimes you do rehearse stuff, but just ignore it and focus on the landing. There's absolutely nothing outside that you can see. You have to trust your instrument. We are trained to trust the instrument.
500.
500 checked.
400.
Checked.
300.
Okay, see land trimming, we are landing.
200.
Now light is coming down as you
Approaching minimums.
continue. As you can see,
100.
that's auto landing there for you.
50. Minimums. 40.
Continue.
20. 10.
And we land. See, that's the auto landing there.
Reverse levers, idle 60 knots.
80 knots.
and you vacate the runway.
Done. Reverse levers, closed 30 knots.
And you start
Done.
cleaning the aircraft.
Auto brakes, off. Set.
Off.
Manual brakes, till 15 knots. Done. Speed brake lever, down, retract. Set. Flaps, up and clear runway. Done. Weather radar, off, captain.
Weather radar is
Set.
off.
Terrain radar, off, first officer. Set. Left and right landing lights, off.
Landing light off.
Set. Position lights, steady, off RWY. Set.
Keep going. So as you can see, this was auto landing. You have to remember when the airport is at this stage, it's closed. It's automatically closed because you barely can't see anything. The most dangerous thing you will want to do is fly in here with a Cat 1 aircraft. Okay, so this goes out to people who says the plane can't land all by itself. Yes, it can't land all by itself, but the main thing to remember here is your aircraft type appropriate for it. This is Cat 3, so it is auto landing go, and also Dublin 28 runway is auto landing go. The airport declared it auto landing go. That's okay, and the crew have qualified for the auto landing procedure. And also after that, you need to check few other stuff for the company procedure. I hope you like this video. If you do, just give a thumbs up, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.